Hey there folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Apollo Justice Ace Attorney! Thank you Capcom Creators for the code. Heads up, I'm still getting over a really bad cold, so my voice might sound a little off. Hopefully I can still do all the voices. This is gonna be a kind of test to see if I can. But let's go! Let's start episode 4. Turnabout Succession. And that is the whole truth of this case. In order to understand it myself, I had to know the story of these last 7 long years. Nothing happens by chance. All is connected. And now, you stand ready to begin the final chapter of this story. Will the defendant be found guilty or innocent? The decision is yours. October 7th, 10:37 a.m. Wright Anything Agency. Hey Apollo! Look! On TV! Look! Yeah, I'm kinda busy. Whoa! Look at that! He's the last Grammary, alright. Amazing! Apollo! You should be watching this! Oh, what? What? I was writing about our last case in my journal. Lawyers are supposed to write things in records, Apollo, not journals. And why now? That case was 3 months ago. Hey, it's a long story. I did a lot, you know. I want to vacuum pack the feel of the moment for later. Right now, I'm wowing the crowd by figuring out how Labirard disappeared. That's right! Uncle Valent did that illusion too. But you're missing him on TV right now! Just getting to the good part. Suppose I should watch a little TV with her. After all, her father expects me to look after her while he's away. What you're now seeing is the rehearsal of the greatest magic show on Earth. Happening right here at our very own Sunshine Coliseum. Sunshine Coliseum? Hey, that's where the Governor's concert was. Only 3 more days until miracles happen here, right before your unbelieving eyes. Legendary troupe Grammary is performing for the first time in 7 years. That's gonna be great! I'm so there. You and Daddy are coming too. Legendary Grammarys. Truzy's real father were still alive? He'd be on the stage performing miracles. I've got the tickets and everything! Here's yours, Apollo. Magic show ticket received. Weak. Ah, you're here. Working hard or hardly working. Hey, how you been? Hi there, stranger! Not exactly the kind of greedy I want to hear from my own kid. Though he has been gone for a long time. How goes it, Trucy? Here, I got a present for you. Yay, pudding! I love pudding. Ooh, it's fine fresh. Not just 1 pudding, but 3 whole cups? I'll have to pace myself. Well, I'm beat. That's right, Daddy. You're on a top secret mission. You've got to take it easy with the secrets, you know. How right you are. So, you still can't tell us what your mission is? Maybe this time has something to do with you anyway. Huh? With me? Oh, maybe you're getting a top secret mission too. You're one of those guys. A spy. Can't just be a defense attorney. To be honest, telling you about the mission was my whole reason for coming here today. What? Tell me. You've heard of the Juris system, yes? The Juris system? That's right, the new legal system everyone's talking about. Have you heard of it, Apollo? Maybe? Maybe not as many people are talking about as I thought. The Juris system, huh? Examine! The plant. It intrigues you, doesn't it? Not really, it's just the only thing in here that doesn't have some secret function. No secrets, but lots of memories. And me too. Want to hear it? Not really. His name is Charlie, if you were curious. Really, I wasn't. Good old Charlie. Can't believe you're using this cutting a person apart box as shelf space. You know, I used that trick on stage the other night. Imagine my surprise when I pulled one of my shirts out of the box. Just really examine your props before the show. What? A hat. Is that a spare? It looks exactly like the one you always wear. That's the first rule of a professional. Be prepared. You know, I put it on the other day, and this strange white substance fell all over me. It was like magic. Or like fingerprint powder. Ooh, careful there, Apollo. A lot of people run into that table, you know. Why? Some client knocked the pot clean over the other day. Why not get a more sturdy table? Maybe the table is partially the plan. There's no maybe to this. That thing is a death trap. Those legal books were left to me, but my mentor. Too bad I gave up practice before reading them. There's quite a few magic books in there too, you know. Those will be truces. She'll remember they're there eventually, I'm sure. The moment I thought Mr. Wright might do magic too. Scary thought. No one's practicing the piano, as usual. Even calling him a pianist is an insult to pianists everywhere. Okay, Apollo, I'm gonna guess what you're thinking right now. What? Was I making a funny face or something? I'm so hungry. I'm right? Of course I am. There's no of course about it. You guessed wrong. Besides, that's not what I'm thinking. It's what you're thinking. How did you do that? You read my mind, Apollo. You still got the pudding. That's right. I'll eat my share, will you? The magician in the photo, is that your... My real daddy, yep, Zach Gremory. He disappeared when I was little. Hung it up there so I wouldn't forget what he looked like. I see. She's smiling, but I'll bet that smile doesn't go very deep. I played the plastic spaghetti for displaying in a shop. Where the heck did she get this stuff? Wanna have a go at that ring, Apollo? No, I was just touching it. Come on, there's no need to be shy. Just slip it on there. Ouch! You're way too tense! You gotta loosen up there. The human body wasn't meant to bend like that. I think that's everything I remember. Yeah, alright. Talk. Juris system. So, Daddy, what's this Juris system thing? Well, Trissy, do you know what a jury is? I've heard of it! Isn't that those people who sit in court in those old courtroom dramas? The ones who get to decide if a guy's innocent or guilty? You know Apollo? Only from TV. 12 people chosen from the community, right? Well, they're thinking about reviving that system. They're calling the new system the Juris system. No more doing whatever you like, Your Honor! Not quite that harsh. The jurors cooperate with the judge. They help analyze the case from different angles. There will only be 6 of them under the current proposal, right? Wow, you know your stuff, Apollo! Their findings directly affect the verdict. Hopefully, people will start taking the courts a little more seriously now. I feel like I'm on some kind of educational TV show. Starring Dr. Wright! Dr. Wright, his assistant, Trissy, and Mascot Apollo. Perfect team. Mascot? Hey! Secret mission. So, what is this secret mission? Your system is my mission, more or less. Anyway, keep in mind, new ideas like the system are always risky, Apollo. Too true. Everyone's got an opinion, and they just talk, and nothing gets decided. Kind of like you, Apollo. I'm not that bad. Am I? In any case, we're gonna give it a shot. A test, if you will. I don't like tests. We'll take a case as a sample and choose 6 jurists. I'll be the one helping with that process, incidentally. Helping how? Well, for one, I'll be chair of the jurist system simulated court committee. The chair constructs the ideal situation, choosing a case, the jurist candidates, even a judge in the courtroom. Wow, it's like you have a real job. I was never that good at piano, to be honest. What's a lawyer? Always a lawyer, I guess. Trial tomorrow, by the way. Don't miss it. Trial simulation, that is. Simulation, huh? Sounds interesting. So, what kind of cases is this trial simulation about? Well, since it's the first run-through of a new system, I want something simple. Good thinking! No sense wearing yourself out on something too serious. True. Case is a murder. That's not simple at all! By simple, did you mean the defendant is... guilty? Yes, most likely. So, good luck, Apollo. With what? With the trial tomorrow. You're defending, of course. Recall that I said it had something to do with you. Go for it, Apollo! It's just a test case anyway, no sweat. Yeah, there's still a verdict to be decided. And a potentially serious sentence. Most serious, worst case scenario. Ah! You mean the verdict's for real? That's not a test trial, that's a real trial! All forms have been filled, there's no turning back now. I'll begin tomorrow at 10 AM. Hope we can make room in your schedule. Why am I only hearing about this now? Yes, there was a change this morning. I picked a new case. Something that happened last night. What? Count Gremory. Hey Apollo, I know you're all excited about that secret mission, but what about this? The Troop Gremory Grand Magic Show. $70 a ticket. Oh shoot. Oh right, the card tricks. They're not card tricks! They're current illusions! Miracles, the apocalypse, heaven and earth will shake! So what, that's 3 whole days from now. At Sunshine Coliseum, let's go today! I guess I had Uncle Valent. Have fun. What? I can't go by myself. You know I'm not very outgoing. Right. Why not go with her? But what about the secret mission? Oh, don't worry about that. Hey, you'll hear all about it tomorrow, regardless. I'll trust that smile. He knows something he's not telling me. Yippee! Now you can take me to the Coliseum. Suppose it wouldn't kill me to pop over there. Ah, Gremory, that reminds me. What's this, Daddy? Isn't that silk hat the Gremory seal? Consider it a birthday present, Trissy. Thanks! It's great! But it isn't my birthday. Good point. What day is it today, Apollo? Today? I think it's Recycle Your Plastics Day? And it's a Recycle Your Plastics present. Yippee! So it's plastic! I'm trying to understand them. It's so much easier that way. So what is it? Can I open it, Daddy? No. Ah! You'll need that envelope someday. Someday soon. Don't open it until then. Well, why don't you just hold on to it until then? Because that would be the logical thing to do. Gremory envelope obtained. An envelope of the Gremories, huh? Trial simulation. Alright, so what case are you gonna use? You really want to know, don't you? Of course I do! I mean, I'm gonna be defending, aren't I? If all goes well, then yes, of course this is just a test. We wanted everyone to start without preconceptions, a blank slate, as it were. There's a difference between having a blank slate and just being totally clueless. Whose dumb idea was that anyway? Well, mine. Committee chair member. Oh. Well, if you want to know that badly, I suppose I could give you permission to examine the scene of the crime. Good! That's better. You can't talk to anyone involved with the case. What? How am I supposed to defend? You let me worry about the details there. Remember, I'm in charge of this trial. All of it. But you don't want it to backfire, do you? Apollo? If I'm in charge of the whole trial, that means the entire affair is my responsibility, for good or for bad. Just do what you can. And don't worry, I know what I'm doing. Alright. I'd recommend going down to the detention center. Your client's waiting for you. You can ask about the scene there. You just said I couldn't talk to anyone involved. Oh, you could talk to your client. If you can get her to talk. Well, time's wasted! Alright. Details. Oh, looky here! A handwritten signature. It says... I can't read it. That seems odd to me. I mean, isn't a signature intended to show ownership? What's the use if no one can read it? Is it enough if you can read your own? Oh, I never thought of it that way. Anyway, move. So we go to the Coliseum and the detention center. I assume we're probably supposed to go to both. So let's go to the Coliseum. October 7th. Recycle your plastic day. Sunshine Coliseum. Woohoo! This is it, Apollo! The place where magic and dreams converge. A while ago was the place where murder and nightmares converge. Let's go say hi to Uncle Valent! What about the case? When a performer laughs like that. The young Miss Trissy. How often I hoped we'd meet again, only to tell myself it was an impossible dream. Uncle Valent, how's it going? I'm glad to see you too. Of course you are. Humility is definitely not one of his stronger traits. Well, Mr. C, how does this day find you? If you come to give me flowers to adapt in the show, I beg you. Actually, we came to wish you good luck. And congratulations on your big magic show. Oh, but it is I who wish to congratulate you. Not everyone is so lucky as to witness miracles such as the one I shall perform. Yeah, you're amazing. We get the picture. The world will watch in wonderment as magnificent illusions are reborn. Here on stage, by my hand. Well, we're gonna examine the scene. Hey, that creature there. He was handing out balloons during our last case, too. He's not a creature, Apollo! Poor guy. Oh, sorry. Was I mean somehow? You know how hot it is inside one of those suits. He's stuck in there, with only the smell of his own sweat to keep him company. On the verge of passing out, he hands out each balloon as though it were his last. I take the fun out of seeing the blue badger. Look, Apollo! A balloon! A hot air balloon! With a Grammary seal on it, no less. Well, this is a long-awaited revival after all. It has been 7 years, you know. I've spent plenty of time and a pretty penny on promotion. I hope it's a huge success, Uncle Valent. Oh, I intend for it to be nothing less, I assure you. We'll see. Sure seem excited about it. I guess it's a big deal for magicians. Gonna see the same, like, trucks and stuff right here. You know, I thought this at the time of the Gatherers concert too, but Coliseum is just way too big. It's huge. It's got a big sounding name too. Sunshine Coliseum, was it? Ah, ha 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 ha. Would you like to hear what the grand finale of the show in 3 days will be? What? Really? Yeah. Grand finale will be nothing other than... Don't tell me. You're gonna make the Coliseum disappear, right? Ah! Oh. Oops. Looks like I was right. Apollo! I can't believe you used your power of perception on something like this. Just a wild guess, really? I changed the sign since our last case. I hope so. It was all Gaviners back then, wasn't it? Hope nothing bizarre and mysterious happens this time. But the child, why, the show itself will be bizarre and mysterious, I assure you. I don't have a problem with mystery as long as it's legal. I don't think lawyers and magicians were really meant to have conversations like those. I think that's it. So let's talk. Big magic show. Everyone talking about the big magic show. Is it true that the Grammary Miracle is back after 7-year absence? Miss Tracy, I must apologize. This show and this honor should have been his. Daddy. My co-magician in training, Zach Grammary, if that terrible thing had it. It's okay. Your father was a great magician, Tracy. If he were alive and I, Valiant Grammary, I've been proud to stand upon the stage as his assistant. Thanks, Uncle Valiant. You know, I'm happy you're doing the show. I think we get to see the great Nippy's illusions again. She really is looking forward to this, isn't she? I meant her, the magnificent Magnifi Grammary was a true deity among magicians. The creator god who gave birth to magic and illusions that defy their very imaginations. I was so little when I last saw one, but I still remember his shows. He did wheelies in the sports car through the air above the audience, and then sped off to outer space faster than the speed of sound. I'm guessing that memory was a bit embellished? For 7 long years, the world has been waiting for a miracle to match his. As heir to the Grammary Truth secrets, it falls to me to provide one. It is my God-given destiny. Yes, you, Namel's face who speaks for the Namel's masses. How can I help you? Ro was waiting. Why did he hold off for 7 long years? My peers a lad is uninformed. Perhaps you have heard of the magic known as law, which governs our land? I have, though I'm not sure it qualifies as magic. Performance of Magnifi's miracle was impossible. A certain law prevented it for 7 years, but no more! 7 years? That phrase sure likes to pop up, doesn't it? And why was that? A little matter called performance rights, Miss Tracy. Right, because it was copyrighted or whatever. It was held up and it's finally been released after 7 years, something like that. I take 3 water breaks to knock off. It's very difficult. Performance rights. Can you tell us about these performance rights? Magnifi's magic relied on Magnifi's magic relied on an incredibly innovative idea, a trick, if you will. A trick was considered his property, and as such was protected by property laws. Intellectual property, maybe? Magnifi knew this and bequeathed it in his will to one person. You mean him? Yes, Miss Tracy, it was your father. Zach Grammary was the inheritor of the Grammary Miracle. Daddy. Yeah, as you well know, he is gone. He disappeared suddenly 7 years ago. Let's see where the story is going. Once a person is classified missing for a certain period of time, they're considered legally deceased. Correct? In all absolutists, those who rolled up sleeves and feel your incompetence well, young man. That's a certain period of time of which you speak is 7 years. Ah! Yes, Miss Tracy. Oh, it pays me to say it. This past spring, April to be precise, was the time. My father was legally declared deceased. In the absence of a formal will, the secrets of our mighty mentor Magnifi passed to me. This was, in fact, stipulated in the will by Magnifi himself. Is that how it works, Apollo? Yeah, it's called death in absentia. He's declared missing permanently. Daddy! Can I go inside? No! I can't go inside. Present. I was wondering if you could tell me about this? Aha! Why, that bears a Grammary seal! Uncle Valiant? Is something wrong? Tracy, where did you get this? Huh? Daddy gave it to me. Your daddy? Am I heard of that? No, my other daddy, Phoenix Wright. Why now? Why would you Lord Daddy? Lord Daddy? That's kind of stretching the whole archaic thing a bit. Did you sharp on the back? Do you recognize it? That belongs to none other than Zach Gramery. What? Daddy signed this? Might it be so bold as to open it? I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that. What's in this envelope, I wonder? A challenge, is it? You want to make that disappear? Oh, very well, give it to me. No, thanks. Are you all magicians like this? Apollo? What was that look just now? Just thinking how hard it is to get any information out of a magician. So he doesn't do anything. So we can't go inside. So let's present this to him now. Presenting, are we? I did my first share that back in there. Nope. Okay, here we go. You know me too well, Trucy. I provided this opportunity for a little family bonding. Okay, yeah, so there's nothing there, so let's go to the detention center. October 7th. Detention center. Visitors room. It's 20 minutes, we've been waiting here. 20 minutes. Maybe I should complain? I'm sure that guard has better things to do than stand there pretending he doesn't see us. The minute we get angry, the client will show. Always works that way. Like shouting, "Oh, waiter!" and they're standing right behind you. Oh, guard! Is our client gonna be much longer? What are you talking about? Have you already started the meeting yet? Huh? Where do you come from? Wait, please. Have a seat? I'm nervous, Apollo. It's the silence. It builds suspense. Well, you do something, Trissy. You're a magician, aren't you? That's right. Okay. I'm the amazing Mr. Hat. She passed out. Ms. Magic Underwear might have been a better bet. That's magic panties, Apollo. Never much to examine here, besides the card in the thing. The same old security guard is glaring at us. He winked. Maybe he's not such a bad guy after all. The security camera stares down from the ceiling, all seeing and blinking. Not that I'm nervous or anything. Talk. Introductions. Hi. Well, I'm your defense. I really think it has to be fate, you know? By fate, I mean destiny. No, I'm good with astrology. Tell me, what's your sign? I could tell you mine if you'd like, Apollo. No, never mind. I just got carried away there. I seem destiny to typical clients, it seems. Your name. So, what's your name? Oh, right. I'm supposed to introduce myself first. I'm Apollo Justice. And I'm Trucy Wright. I know. This is getting nowhere fast. The case. Hey, I know. Maybe you could tell us what happened? I'm your defense attorney after all. Anything out of the ordinary happened lately? Well, the other day, this tourist from out of town stopped to ask me directions. Later, Trucy. Why didn't I ask directions myself here? Oh, that was fruitless. Though I think I understand despair a little better now. You did good, Apollo. What? Look! She's doing her nails? What? Are nails more important than defense? Is that it? Let's go, Tracy. Excuse me? Could you read this? Sure. I feel like a teenager on the first date! This is the love letter that we passed from desk to desk at school. Stop looking so wistful and read it, Apollo! It's a business card with a name and an address. Name is Vera Machon. The address is for Drew's studio. And you're giving me this card because... Well, looks like we're finished here. I wonder if Drew's studio is the scene of the crime? Let's go find out. Let's go find out. October 7th, Drew's studio. Wow, this looks like... It looks like a studio. It's like life imitating art, or maybe it's the other way around? But the table on the ground there, it's a bit jarring. Yeah, looks like we found our crime scene. Apollo, look at all those paintings! Hey, don't touch those! It's okay, I'm just looking. Huh? Apollo, look at this one. Looks half finished. You can still see the rough sketch underneath. But that's odd. The rough part doesn't look like the rest of the painting at all. Yeah, good point. That is odd. Drew Misham's paintings added to the court record. All the paintings have a really different style too. Ah, I thought I might find you two here. Emma! No long time no see. Seems like I run into you far too often. Oh, but I know why you're here too. You know about the trial simulation tomorrow. I've heard about it, sure. So Mr. Wright chose you, huh? You don't even know what the case is about. Well, he was killed. Yeah, as soon as the studio, that is. Mr. Drew Misham. Misham! His daughter was put under arrest. Yeah, we just saw her at the detention center. It was funny though. She seemed more like a victim than the kind of person who could commit murder. You don't say. Not even by poisoning. That's how it was done, you know. Poisoning is a common way to get the job done when the murderer is a woman. Poisoning? Anyway, Mr. Wright told me he'd be coming. Feel free to take a look around. Oh, just be over here with my snack goose. I can't talk to anyone related to the case this time around. Which means we better find out as much as we can here at the scene. Or else. Examine! Oh, there's another section. Ah, that's the victim's coffee mug. Aha! So the poison was in here. This is my first time seeing a real poison mug of coffee. I would hope so. Poison coffee? Not exactly, actually. What do you mean? No traces of poison were found in the coffee. What? You'll have to figure out the rest yourself. I'm officially not on your side, after all. And there's like, what looks like a lip stain. Something. Oh. And I just coffee cup was for guests to use. Guests? Did the police already analyze this cup too? Not a trace of poison was found on that cup. The killer was after Drew and Asham alone. Wait, there's a painting back here. Hey! There's a painting hidden back here. Hey, you're right. What if it's embarrassing somehow and he didn't want anyone to see it? Certainly seemed pleased by the possibility. Huh, wait, that's the other painting. It's so normal. Totally something to get mad about. Huh? What is it, Apollo? Well, doesn't this painting look like Never mind. I better get a professional opinion on this. It's literally that painting right over there. What is this? That letterbox looks funny sitting inside a room like this. Let's take a look. Empty. The other half of that letterbox is actually connected to the outside of the studio. Mr. Michelle will put his letters in there, and the postman took them away. Perhaps that someone still writes letters in this day and age. Or wrote, rather. I wouldn't mind taking a closer look at those paintings. I just love oils! You know how they're so thick? Is that the word? These paintings are all dry. I'm just surprised at how different these all are. Yeah, and what's going on with this half-finished one? I'm still in a work in progress. You can still see the rough sketch below. That's what's so weird! The sketch part doesn't really fit the finished parts. No, that is weird. It's like someone's trying to duplicate the painting or something. Eek! Apollo! That's where the body was! There's this fall where Mr. Drew Michon passed away. He put the coffee mug to his lips, and the next moment... Why did it paint on the ground? Yeah, helping the painting there? He must have been working on that right up to the moment he died. Wow, a true artist to the end! Or maybe he started a year ago and was procrastinating. Alright, what's over here? No ladders! Let's take a closer look at this desk here. Yes, there's an envelope. The envelope has been opened and resealed. Oh, I know how to do that. You take a pot of boiling water and hold the envelope up to the steam. The glue melts and it opens. Cool, huh? Whoever did this wasn't so delicate. You're right. Looks like they just ripped it open and stuck it back together. Huh? Postmark on this letter is from 7 years ago. Why would someone open a letter and seal it again? Better hang on to this. Where's the envelope added? Hey, Apollo, what's this feather thing? Is that a pen, like an old-fashioned quill pen? But it doesn't have a pointy end. Now it's most likely for sweeping detritus off the desk. Wow, you should know a lot, Emma. Bold and scientific, that's my motto. Exactly what about that was bold or scientific? Is this a journal? Wow, talk about the clue. Let's read it. What is it, Apollo? He didn't write the name of the killer, did he? No, he didn't write a single line. Ah, you have me going for a while there. Huh. Ooh, cute! Look at the tiny frame, Apollo. And he's right, that thing's barely 2 inches high. What picture would fit in that? None, apparently it's empty. There's no glass in it either. What's it doing sitting on the desk? This is Lucifer's. Oh, be sure to check the size when you buy frames. This is Drew Michelle. And this little girl must be Vera. Yes, they took that some years ago. They look close. A happy little family. Until you arrested his daughter. Ah! Look, I was personally against that, okay? It just didn't seem very suspicious, scientifically speaking. Right. Something about the way that figure's posed. I've seen her pose before. It's you, Apollo. See you making your flamboyant gestures. Please, I'm a professional. You know why it's posed like that? Coincidence? Well, there is nothing added, so... This. What's all this equipment here for? It doesn't look very artistic, really. He had everything from a lathe to a laser cutter. It looks like he was ready to work on metals and wood, too. Oh, his equipment's a bit old, to tell the truth. Why did the painter need all this? In the dust, I'd say he hasn't used this stuff for years. It doesn't fit well with the rest of the studio. Oh, do you think I could borrow this? I want to cut a quarter in half to make a trick coin. This is a crime scene, Trucy. But this costs like $50 in the magic shop. Uh-huh. Look at all these paints, Apollo. There's so many. He's got like 20 kinds of red. You can repaint your suit, Apollo. How about this shade of green? That'll be enough of that, thanks. Alright. Oh. Over here. Is this just for painting, Apollo? That would be a drafting table. Drafting? Basically, it's a tool for making precise diagrams. Wow, painting is harder than I thought. Why would a painter need a drafting table? Was he an architect too? Anything else here? Are we all good? I can start talking to Emma. It's So this Drew Misham, some kind of artist. Apparently, did a lot of illustrations for books, I hear. A lot of female fans too, for what it's worth. Oh, well, I guess his stuff is kind of pretty. Like that oil painting over there, for instance. Yeah. That wasn't one of his illustrations, actually. Huh? So it was a standalone painting or something? Is that what she means? He was an odd bird, Michonne. Hadn't shown his face to anyone until the end. What do you mean, to anyone? He was always locked up here in the studio, apparently. His only connection to the world, outside world, was through letters he put in that letterbox there. Letters? Did people still write letters? What do you mean, Apollo? I mean, when was the last time you wrote a real letter? Don't most people use email and stuff these days? No, Mr. Misham can't stand technology, it seems. He did everything by mail. Maybe he thought that way was more artistic, you know? Uh-huh. In any case, the only person besides him allowed in here was his daughter, Vera. Oh, you mean the killer? The suspect, please? We took some fingerprints, of course. The only ones found in the room were Mr. Misham's and Vera's, basically. Basically? Actually, last night, Mr. Misham gave an interview to a reporter for the first time. Happened during the interview, apparently. His first interview ever? Can you tell us a bit more about what happened the night of the murder? And then, so this woman, Vera, she's Mr. Misham's daughter, right? Yep, a real sickly girl ever since she was little. Hardly ever went outside. She did kind of give off a withdrawn sort of aura. She was homeschooled by her father, apparently. It was quite a scene when they took her to the detention center. She was screaming about how she died if they took her outside. That does sound like a scene. Yeah, and she agreed to leave, but she was allowed her good luck charm for company. Her good luck charm? Apparently, she has the charm that magically gives her the courage to go outside. Why can't I ever get a normal client? Why would a shut-in daughter kill her own dad? Don't look at me. The other poison was found in his coffee, right? No, not precisely. Not precisely? What does that even mean? You can see for yourself, I think. Which we already examined, so. Night of the crime. Like I said, last time was the first time someone from the outside came into the studio. I guess mysterious painters who never go outside make for good articles. It just so happened that he died the night of his first interview. And around 9 PM every night, Vera always made him a cup of coffee. Last night he drank his usual coffee until he became violently ill. And died? She poisoned him on the night of his interview? Let the reporter see. He wasn't near Mr. Misham when she brought her father his coffee. Checking out some equipment in the back of the room. Supposedly, that's why she didn't notice he was there. There's a reporter who called the police, in fact. Wait, but why is she the suspect? They was suspicious, it's the reporter! Yeah, the reporter never got near Mr. Michonne's coffee. Even Vera acknowledges that. Regardless, I want to know more about this reporter. Forensic science. I bet Emma can help us out here. Don't forget, Flounder will get you everywhere with her, Apollo. What are you two whispering about? Well, I was thinking. I mean, what is it we always do when we run into you at a crime scene? What is it we always do? Scientifically? Ah, you know me too well. Okay. Okay, meaning we can get our scientific now? Oh, I suppose. Just this once. Maybe anything you find suspicious and we'll check it out. Alright. Well, there's this painting. I know about this painting. Oh, that? Quite good, isn't it? That's not what I want to ask you about. I want to examine it. Is that it? I'd be happy to let you if you had a good reason. But without that, sorry. Guess she wants us to do the footwork on her own first. What? A hidden painting. Oh, Emma, I was wondering about this painting here. That one? What about it? What about it? Yeah, what about it, Apollo? Take a closer look at it. Both of you. Now, look at this one. This is the third painting he was working on. Hey, they're the same! I was hoping you wouldn't find that. You're right, though. Drew and Michelle was copying this painting. Wow, it's pretty good. Copying a painting? What for? What? There's this. I don't know about this. That. Yes, that's a bright red envelope. She sure is jumpy. Someone opened this, didn't they? My lips are sealed. Your lips are sealed? What's the first? You mean you know what's inside the envelope? Sure, I read it after all. Ah! You mean you're the one who ripped this open? Please, I would have seen it open. I sneak a peek at it, apparently. You know that I have a powerful weapon on my side. Weapon? Yes, the use of tools. Highly specialized tools for information gathering. Tools I wouldn't mind getting my hands on. I try flattering her, Apollo. They say a little praise can open big doors. Never heard that one, but it's good advice. Let's try talking to her some more. Oh, that envelope we found. I was wondering if you could help us out with that tool you were mentioning. You want to know about my tool, do you? We call it an X-ray analyzer. X-ray, like X-rays you get at the dentist? That's right. At least that's what I call it. Huh? That's a real name, but it's much more complicated. The X-ray spectralization. Something. How am I supposed to remember all that? So basically, it lets you see inside things like envelopes. That's right. You're sharpshooter. But it's a bit more complicated than that. In practice, of course. Actually, to tell the truth, I'm not really sure how it works scientifically. Can I try it out, Emma? Please? Oh, I suppose. Of course, I've already checked out everything suspicious myself. Alright, let's give it a spin, Apollo! Yeah! What are you doing? Well, I think if I could see through your hair, but it's like lead! Point that thing at me anymore, and it might fall out. I want an X-ray machine to see through it. Let's get down to business, shall we? Right, let's test it on a sample first. What happens? I have a lottery ticket here. You set the sample on the device like so. I don't see anything. Patience, there's no need to get antsy. Look at the right side of the screen. That's the layer view of the envelope. Layer view? You've got decided to display the outside of the envelope now, see? I should just figure to have you give it a try. Turn it down there with the right stick for me, would you? I'm not doing anything. That's right, that's how you choose what depth you want to scan. Hey, I got something! See, that's how you can read the letters on the ticket inside. Cool, huh? Except, I can't read them! Turns out a little more. We have to understand that the sheet of paper isn't really flat at all. If you zoom in that much, you see the paper is like a bunch of hills and valleys. Wow, really? And this X-ray device uses a beam with a wavelength of only 0.05 microns. It breaks cards down into thin layers so it can only show what's written on that layer. One's hardly following you, but what good is if you can't read anything? So I would go on to step 2. Try rubbing the image a bit, if you would. Rubbing? Like going over the image with left stick while holding X? Wow, I can actually do something now. There, that fixes the image on the screen. Now turn it down again, just a little. And it's back to doing its own thing. Good, I can rub this image to fix it too. Hey, I get it! We just keep doing this until we've got the whole thing. Exactly, it's not bad. Neat, let's do some more. Oh, I can finally actually do... Does it go up more? Yeah, I do. Okay, let's print this one out. Ouch, you lose. At least you know where you stand, eh? Anyway, now you see the hidden power in my weapon. Neat, huh? Now let's try it on the real thing, shall we? Alright. Go. Oh, more. And more. And more. And more. Okay, let's print this one out. Mr. Drew Bashan, deposit $100,000 in the designated account. Place the receipt once you've confirmed the transfer. So I deposit $100,000 into Mr. Bashan's account? His pays must be really valuable. There's another page in there. Here to take a look. Yep, that I do. If you're gonna read someone's mail, you might as well read it all. Here goes with the second page then. Go. Definitely takes a little while to do. Oh, it's a little faster now that it's not like tutorialing me. One more? Yeah. Okay, let's print this one out. Add papers and send in the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp within 3 days. I need not remind you to speak of this to no one. Tell us a lot about payment for one of his paintings. Why all the secrecy though? And what? Why was this letter the only one in here? It's 7 years old, right? Maybe it has some special significance to him? Well, Emma? Well, indeed. He knows something she's not telling us. Looks like she's keeping mum about it. Red envelope updated in the court record. What about the painting? Coffee cup? So, Emma, about this coffee mug? Come here and trying to grill me for information. You know, I'm not talking. Because you're the detective here. Why don't you two take a look yourselves? If you find a clue, I might not be unwilling to lend a hand. I think she's gonna help us, Apollo. Let's check out this muffin, shall we? No. I had the wrong button. Wrong button. X, not triangle. Now examine the sting. I've been staring at the little blue one. Hey, look there! That sting doesn't look so healthy, Apollo. That must be the Blue Mountain stuff we've been hearing about. And it tells me that even Blue Mountain coffee isn't this blue. No, this thing is probably... rather awesome. Present. Emma, about this mug. There's a pale blue residue on the rim. Yes, well, it's just a rumor. I've heard there's a kind of coffee called Blue Mountain. Pretty sure it isn't actually blue, Emma. Right. Okay, you got me. That's left over from my testing spray. Friends of science! I knew your hobby was behind this somehow, Emma. Hobby? What kind of scientific stuff were you up to? This spray, that's what turns blue when it touches poison. The poison that killed the victim was on this mug? That's right. See? It wasn't in the coffee. It applied to the rim of the mug itself. Wow, science is amazing. Apparently it's helpful. Maybe Emma be willing to help us out a bit more? You should try buttering her up, Apollo. They say flyer will get you everywhere. I mean, we're talking to her a bit more. About poison analysis? I was afraid you were gonna ask about that. See, the solution is used to test for atroquinine. Atroquinine, the deadly poison found in the autopsy. Oh, I know it's sparking her eye. She's getting excited. Let's tread lightly. It's one of the most virulent poisons, but it's absorbed into the body astonishingly slow. It takes at least 15 minutes from the time of ingestion for the adverse effects to show. Oh, and guess what? Recent research has shown... That's fine, really. We don't need to know all the gory details. I think I get it. You just spray the stuff on something you want to test, right? Precisely! You can find even a slight trace of poison with this. I want to try too, Emma. Pretty please. You don't have to ask twice. I already used on everything suspicious, of course. Yay! Let's give it a whirl, Apollo. What are you doing? I'm just getting a reaction off of you. How is this a reaction? How's this for a reaction? Never do that again. I'm not poisonous. Not those hapless witnesses on the stand. Let's just get down to checking for real poison, shall we? Her? 8? Sounds like it's over here. What about here? I'm not getting anything. This is the point. Too bad. No reaction there. Sure, I'm gonna check out all the likely spots. Wait a second. What is it, Apollo? You spray that little desk over there? I don't think so. The spray probably can't reach that far, you know? Let's check it out, just to be sure. I did spray it, though. Wait. Yeah. The picture. I was spraying it. Game. A reaction, Apollo. Oh, where? They inside that cute little frame. Look. Well, would you look at that? Nice going, Trissy. I'm known to work magic. And I was one who found it. How would the inside of that frame have poison on it? Looks like we found the only other place that was poisoned in any case. So, Emma, I was wondering, what's the story about this reporter that came here for a story the night of the crime? I'm afraid I can't tell you because he's going to be a witness tomorrow, I hear. I thought so. I'll never forget that face. But what was his name? Oh, right. Brushel. He's after Scoop to sell the papers. So a reporter comes for an interview with a painter. His first interview ever, and that night he's killed. It seems strange. Seems strange to you? Really strange. It does raise a few questions. I'd like to speak with this reporter if I could. Well, I hear he's on the beat today, too. He said something about covering a magician? Magician? Well, if it's not Trucy, that leaves only one other person. It wasn't Valent Grammary, but any chance was it? Yeah, something like that. He got some big show lined up, I hear. So he's out interviewing Valent Grammary. Looks like I'll be heading out to that Coliseum again sooner than I thought. Here, I'll give you that reporter's card if you want. Well, oh gosh, this section took longer than I thought it would. I think we're gonna call it good there. Because my voice is about to give out on me. Because I'm still sick. Oh, I'm getting over it, but yeah. Point is, thank you for watching. Thank you, Capcom Creators, for the code. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps keeping content like this and more. I'll link to that in the description below. And links to me on social media. Well, thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!